form was exceptional. And I think Owner was the best player for the entirety of...
He was very consistent.
Of the summer split. And right now, Peanut is just... Like, I think the first game already wasn't great, but the Vi game, like, Owner is a good Vi. Like, we've seen him play this champion, we've seen him do well. And then, like, Faker not being able to step up to Zaka, that doesn't come as too much of a surprise. Gumayushi, I think his Seraphine was definitely considerably worse, but that's not the problem, right? That's not why they're losing these games. I can only hope that for the sake of this series, at the very least in this game, T1 is going to get rid or pick a tiny Yordle that is flexible, that is just generating free gold around the map, and that really has been a big issue. And if they don't B1 it here, it just is okay. Thank God.
There we go. This was
a sign
option
that they
2.
can't play it. I'm happy. I'm happy already. This is great.
Well, Zig's going to be locked in. Not sure where it's going. The Tristana ban is a little quizzical. It's perhaps
like Viper Seraph or something completely cursed.
It could be something like that.
Oh.
Someone like Esports, they do get access to the Vi. They're going to lock that one in. Could be something like Vi Talia to lock in here on the red side if they would like to, but could also just be taking away a bot lane. They might want to prioritize. Not sure what Viper wants to play. It will be his first game off the Ziggs, and he could be playing the Smolder here if he would like to. Instead, just heavy dive as the Kai'Sa are going to be locked away.
Okay, I don't know about that one. Man, if only T1 had picked 6 before.
Yeah.
Bit of a questionable decision. Kai'Sa has really dropped in priority, and this to me is a sign that Hanwha Life is going to lane swap, because I don't think you want Kai'Sa in an early lane against the Ziggs. I think in general, it's not great as T1 is just straight up stealing the homework, Atlas, and I love it. I think it's a great choice.
That would be a Yasuo.
Well, it's Sekka, yeah, why not? Yone,
Which
Yasuo.
Wind Brother would you like?
I would prefer the Yasuo, because I think that you can apply threat right from the get-go. But it's Sekka's Yone, so I'm not going to be mad either way.
Yep, I think he can lock in whichever one of these he would like. Something that can put a lot of pressure on the Smolder would be a good idea, and he does cycle back to the Yone eventually. We'll be able to lock that one in. So Hanwha Life Esports definitely taking a little bit of a different approach here. Certainly so much dive. And with the Vi, I think that the setup for the ultimate from the Yone is going to be a lot more dangerous, and then you can layer a Kai'Sa in on top of it. So a lot of pick potential.
What has also been a consistent theme for Hanwha Life in this series is that I think they look so much more cohesive. They look very well coordinated, very clean, with exception of Doran, who we haven't really talked about yet, and I think we're going to keep it that way.
Yep.
But the rest of the team, very much on the same page. Obviously, Peanut and Zeka have been performing exceptionally, but I think even the Lights Engages, very much on point. Viper, obviously having a great time on the Ziggs. So, playing a dive composition when you've already shown that you're in great form right now, with these setups, with these snap engages, I think is always going to create a lot of confidence into the Hanwha Life draft. I'm wondering if they want to pick up the Rel is kind of a no-brainer here, is an exceptional engage support, has been winning a whole lot in playoffs as well. And I also truly believe that even if you go for the quote-unquote counter pick with the Alistar, which Delight's a great Alistar, but you can't give the Ziggs team a Rel. Like, just don't do it. Carrier going Alistar, I think, is completely fine. Makes a lot of sense. And there's going to have to be a blind pick here for Zeus. And it's probably just going to be Renekton. I'm just putting it out there.
Sejuani Renekton.
Or it's like Smolder top and Faker counterpicks the Yone. That's like the only other angle.
Could we have a Wind Brother off? That means that we'd have another brother battle, like we did in the first one. That's really cool if that happens. Well, Camille is another option here. That's a lot of side lane threat. 4-1. Really powerful.
Yeah, I just love Camille when she's picked with Ziggs. I'm a simple man. You know, when you have a lot of overlapping geometrical shapes, even if they're not the same shape.
Oh, yeah, true.
That just works. We saw it with Hanwha in game number 1.
Geometry, baby. That's what gets you across the line. What does Doran do? The Jax Camille battle could be coming in here. That is a lot of hands required. Certainly a fun one, but something that you know, Doran has actually done very well on in the past. I think his Jax has been one of his better champions, but into Zeus, and right now, as far as form is concerned, I'm a little worried.
Yeah, it's also not... I don't think it's one of those matchups that you guaranteed win. Like if you misplay,
I think
gets ahead.
It's a skill matchup.
Yeah,
right?
I tilted slightly towards the Jax, but it's definitely can go either way. And again, it's a very snowbally matchup. And one team has Ziggs, who can just be in the sideline by himself and have a very easy roam timer.